I'm a-comin' to the country.
It is now 4 days since our country went into a nationwide lockdown for the first time in the history of our democracy. This is an extreme measure we had to embark upon in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Many countries on our continent and in our own region, SADC, have also embarked on similar measures.
Well, I'm not calling you a liar, but I can't think of a way to finish that sentence.
You can see the measure of the problem with this lockdown. Clearly the message to stand just over 3 feet apart while lining up to shop has not yet sunk in. And in fact, some of the people we spoke to were in complete denial, saying there was no coronavirus in the area. Authorities are deeply concerned, however, that if the virus gets into the townships, it could spread like wildfire. They're taking no chances, and the military has been called in to help enforce the lockdown.
Well, the first day of South Africa's coronavirus lockdown has been marked by busy streets and long queues at supermarkets. Police and soldiers are struggling to enforce the new restrictions, particularly in poorer areas.
Why are you calling in more support? Does this suggest that the Defence Force is a little out of its depth here?
It's not a normal day, straight home.
Lockdown's a lockdown, eh? You don't just go and visit your friends. You already passed ShopRite checkers there. There's no other checkers this side.
The role of the reserve force is, in fact, to supplement the regular force, and that's what they're doing right now.
What sort of numbers are you hoping to get, and how hard will it be to get the boots on the ground then?
Well, let me say to you, first of all, the response from the reserves has been phenomenal. We've called up certain subunits, companies, and more people are arriving than we actually called up. For operational security reasons, we don't disclose the names of the units or the numbers of people, but perhaps I can give you another statistic. The total size of the reserve force is 21,000 people, but we're not planning to call up all of them. But let me also say this is the biggest call-up of reserves since 1994.
Social media has been flooded with videos showing soldiers and police using excessive force on members of the public. In some of the videos, people are hit and kicked allegedly for contravening the lockdown.
We are out now, going to make shopping. You see, we are meeting different people. If I'm infected, maybe this man is not infected. I'm spreading the virus to the people. It's not gonna work.
The experts fear a catastrophe as COVID-19 spreads through South Africa. But township residents took little notice of the government's new rules.
Let's go. Faster.
As the day wore on, the army moved in. And we watched as they were heckled and jeered from Alexandra's alleyways.
Stay indoors, please, guys.
The plan has changed. The government's brought in the troops now to shut down shops and to try and get people to stay in their homes and their shacks. But the problem is, these troops are completely outnumbered here. There's just not enough of them.
The government and of the Communist Party of the USSR mount the grandstand of Lenin's tomb.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction. I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes. The voices that scream over and over, Why do they come to me to die? Why do they come to me to die?